The Jamaican dollar, JMD, is the official currency of Jamaica, a small island nation located in the Caribbean. The history of the Jamaican dollar is a reflection of the country's rich heritage, struggles for independence, and its ongoing quest for economic stability. Today, the Jamaican dollar is a key symbol of Jamaica's national identity and its economic journey. The early years, British colonial era, and the introduction of the Jamaican pound. Before the establishment of the Jamaican dollar, the currency used in Jamaica was the Jamaican pound, which was pegged to the British pound. Jamaica, as a British colony for much of its history, relied on the British monetary system. The Jamaican pound was introduced in 1805, and it was divided into 20 shillings, with each shilling containing 12 pence. The Jamaican pound remained in use until the mid-20th century. As the country moved toward independence from Britain, there were calls for a currency that better represented Jamaica's sovereignty. In 1969, just a few years after gaining independence in 1962, Jamaica made the important decision to establish its own currency, the Jamaican dollar. The birth of the Jamaican dollar, JMD. The Jamaican dollar was introduced on August 5, 1969, by the government of Prime Minister Donald Sangster. The Jamaican dollar replaced the Jamaican pound at a rate of 1 Jamaican pound equals 2 Jamaican dollars. This change was part of a broader effort to assert national identity and to move away from colonial ties. The introduction of the Jamaican dollar was seen as a critical step in the country's financial and economic independence. In the early years, the Jamaican dollar was pegged to the United States dollar, USD, with the Jamaican government seeking to stabilize its new currency. However, as time went on, global economic pressures and internal challenges made it difficult to maintain the currency peg, inflation, and economic struggles. Jamaica's economy has long been dependent on a few key sectors, including agriculture, mining, and tourism. However, the country faced challenges in diversifying its economy, and high inflation rates became a major issue. In the 1970s and 1980s, Jamaica faced significant financial instability, driven by external debt, inflation, and a reliance on imports. This led to a series of devaluations of the Jamaican dollar. Inflation during the 1970s was driven in part by the global oil crisis, as well as internal factors such as government spending and debt accumulation. The value of the Jamaican dollar continued to decline throughout the 1980s and 1990s, making the currency highly volatile. The Jamaican government was forced to devalue the currency multiple times in an attempt to cope with the economic pressures, the shift to a floating exchange rate. In 1991, the Jamaican government officially abandoned the fixed exchange rate system in favor of a floating exchange rate. This change allowed the Jamaican dollar to be determined by the market forces of supply